When is a sheet mask not just a sheet mask? When it's Maskād, obviously. So check this out, you guys. We are about to be joined by the creators of Maskād. But what this does, this is a sample. This is not the full sheet. This is delivery technology. Okay, so you've just done an invasive procedure on your client. Maybe you've done microneedling, maybe you've done laser, maybe you've just nano-infused them and done a really great facial. What this product does is helps further deliver the ingredients that you place underneath the mask, and it also cools the skin. So I'm gonna have a full demo as soon as Amy joins us to show you guys how this works. But pop into our Instagram stories today as well, because there's full videos that show this mask at work. It's one of those things that you really have to feel to appreciate, but I want you guys to see it in action. So we are going to, okay. Should be on in just a second. Amy, good morning. Well, good afternoon at this point. How are you?
Good, Jenny. How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. It's good to see you. I haven't seen you since the IECSC in New York.
I know. And we're going to be seeing each other again really soon.
Vegas, Vegas, Vegas. We can't wait. And you guys, I started off just by telling them, obviously this is the sample size, but when we walked by the Maskād booth in New York, I mean, you guys, when we go to these shows, we are always looking for the latest, the greatest, the newest, whether it be a device or an ingredient. And this kind of met both because we view this as a tool more so than anything else because of the way this works. So Amy, I'm going to let you dive in, but explain the technology behind this and who you are and who your husband is. I think it's important.
And if I may say, you look beautiful today.
Thank you. I'm trying out a new makeup line. So
I mean, your eyes are all done. They're so like bright and blue. You look great.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Excuse me. So guys, I'm suffering from allergies. So just excuse the voice and a periodic like, anyway, thanks Jenny for having us on lip gloss and aftershave. We love you guys and can't wait to see you in Vegas, and wait till you see it. We have a new booth and it's a 10 by 20. It's gorgeous. Wait till you see it. It's fab. Anyway, let me start with me and my husband. So my husband is Sanjay Batra, and he's a PhD scientist. We have a lab in Bucks County, Pennsylvania at the Biotech Center. So he really, helps create so many different things. Just to give you guys a little background, so you know that, we came from big pharma. So we both worked for like Johnson & Johnson, and, he was the head of R&D for Asia Pacific and Japan. And I've always kind of been in sales, marketing, training, started in 2004 with Sculptra, launched it when it was for HIV, facial lipoatrophy. And then over the last 10 years, we've worked together. So we work side by side in our home. You can see the back of my, on one of my walls anyway. And doing, focusing on regenerative medicine. So during COVID, we were like, what's next, And I really felt like there was something missing as it related to post-procedure care. So, not only as a patient, but an outsider looking in, I've had my fair share of microneedling treatments and things like that. I know. I can't even pretend anymore, right? Like I don't do anything.
There's no shame behind it.
No shame in that game, right?
Trust me, I'm over here like doing it in person live.
Yeah. So what I really thought was, there's like this perception from physicians or clinicians or estheticians, perhaps, that when your patient walks out the door, that they're comfortable. You know, they may have had something, and you're an esthetician, right? So maybe you can relate to this, and maybe I'm just full of soup. But, you know, patients walk out the door, and after they've had ablative procedures such as, you know, microneedling, laser, chemical peels, all those kinds of things, your face gets red, it gets hot, and it's uncomfortable, right? And it may be uncomfortable beyond day one, especially if you were doing something like a CO2 laser or something like that, right? So,
Exactly.
you know, what I would see is, I'll just refer to everyone as clinicians so I don't have to list everything. What I would see is, in my own personal experience, like someone giving me an ice pack. Cool. You know, I mean, that's going to feel okay for a little while, but like, piece here, piece there.
You have to like sit there and hold it. So that's a huge part that like, you're not going to do that. I mean, it's enough. No. If I can't like lay under a device or a panel or something like that, like, you're giving up after a few minutes.
Yeah, exactly. So, you know, so I think there's this perception from the providers or the clinicians that, you know, their patients are super comfortable and, you know, the next day they're fine. And at the same time, I think there's this perception from customers, from clients, that it's normal. If my, you know, I've been doing this for 5 years and getting microneedling and my face is red. So what? That's just the, you know, the
part of the process.
It's the price that you pay. Mm-hmm. So really, it's a misnomer. You don't need to walk out and feel uncomfortable. And you have a great asset, a tool, as you guys, so I love how you branded it that way because it's genius. I never even did that. But now you have a tool, right, that not only cools and calms the face following a treatment, it delivers topical ingredients. Yay.
Which, I mean, I'll always tie this back to microneedling because a lot of estheticians, unless you're under medical supervision, aren't doing lasers. But for me, you know, and firsthand experience here with even nano infusion, I think sometimes you can get a little hot from that. That is one treatment that I will never underestimate again. It's amazing what you can get from that. And so, but microneedling specifically, when you're going to deeper depths, I mean, you have pinpoint bleeding often and it gets hot, and sometimes the next day it's hot.
Exactly.
So there's no need. And with microneedling specifically, you're not putting SPF on your client before they leave. So you need to have something on them. So let's talk about how this works. So
can I say one thing, Jenny, before you go there? I think it's really important for probably more the consumer to understand this, but following a treatment like microneedling or anything that is ablative and gives you open channels on your face, you have to be super careful with what you put on it, right? So, you know, PRP, platelet-rich plasma, exosomes, you know, hydrating serum like hyaluronic acid, a growth factor is fine, you know. So you have to be careful. And then the next day your channels are closed and you can move on to putting on something that's very sensitive and gentle for sensitive skin and Maskād at home. So yes, please, let's go back to the mask.
Well, that's just such a good point because we'll get into this, but there's a professional version and a retail version that you will send your clients home with. So they're going to leave with it on their face. But there's additional products that they could be using in the days post-treatment to continue soothing. So obviously, I stated before, this is not the mask. This is a sample square, which is genius that you guys have at the shows so that people can experience it. So there's 3 layers to this product. So tell us which one to remove first.
Okay, the first layer to remove is the clear one.
Okay.
And the reason that it is there is that it actually protects the mask. Now, you might think the mask is blue, but it's not. There's another liner there. Yes. And Jenny's putting it on her skin. Now, say you had a treatment. What we like to do is partner, you know, we're not doing it for the purpose of, you know, this segment, but we would have dropped a little hyaluronic acid or something on that, and then put it on the skin. So what you do is you wait about 5 minutes. So whether it's on Jenny's hand or it's going to be on someone's face, you wait 5 minutes. And what happens is the way the mask is designed, it's based on Fick's law of diffusion, or transdermal technology. Mm-hmm. I like Fick's law of diffusion. Anyway, so you put it on, it traps the heat. As soon as you remove that blue liner, oh my gosh, you're a happy camper, because your face cools down. Not that it's not cool, it's cool immediately, but then it warms up to your skin temperature, and that's when you take off the blue liner.
Sorry, my nails are longer than normal.
I know, I have
trying
that
to
problem
flick
all the time.
Flick the edge, and it's not, I mean, it's on my hand.
I know, and then I'm like looking, you know, like my glasses, it's like a whole thing.
So this, how I remember it, is this is the cooling part, right? It's like ice, it's blue. Because there's two, so you don't want to put the wrong side on first. So you take the blue layer off because it's cooling, and immediately, it's like, you guys have to experience this at a show, or get a kit from Maskād, because my hand is immediately cooling. So you can imagine whatever's under there, like even when you put a hyaluronic serum on right after a treatment, that's cooling.
But I mean, that's safe to do. HA is good to do. I mean, that works.
It is. It's ridiculous. I wish my hand was red. I should have like microneedled my hand before we got on here. But it's instantly cooling. It's instantly soothing, and it's adhered. Like, it's not dripping. It's not slipping. It's not flipping. Right. Sheet masks can be tricky. So now what, Amy?
So we'll just show the audience how it really stays on. If you were to like do that, I mean, like, if you shake your hand, it's still gonna
as I flip
it the wrong way. It does stay on the face. And what's good about that for USDs out there is that, you know, you now have your chair back, right? So if you in the past kept a patient in the chair because they were, you know, had something on and they were just, I don't know,
cooling,
they were like, whatever they're doing there. So the mask stays on. They're out of your chair. They can go on with their day. You can go on with your day. And people love it. And it's clear. So it's not like, ooh, what is that person doing?
What does she
do? So I've been known to, I'm sure this is not a big surprise, to leave a Morpheus 8 treatment or anything microneedling and just go out in my car and drive and come home, and who cares? I mean, I don't care.
Still on, right? And because you guys, there's two pieces. It's one of my favorite designs of a sheet mask because it's two pieces, so you don't have to worry about trying to get this to fit everybody's face. No. So you'll put the bottom half on, you'll put the top half on. It's got slits in all the right places, and then the two pieces. So you piece it on, so it's almost like suction to your face, like it's not going anywhere. So
that's exactly what it is, Jenny. That's hysterical. It's suction. And you know, in truth, it's not a sheet mask, right? Because a sheet mask is one of those, but that's how, the only thing we know to call it, because that's what people know. So hence, I like to refer to it as a dry mask that is intended to cool, calm the skin, and deliver topical ingredients. When I first started looking at this, and you guys know this is patent pending, and I'm going to get into the two-piece thing. When I first started looking at this, and just like, God, if you could see the evolution on a piece of paper or in my mind, it's pretty crazy. But I wanted a mask that was dry, that wasn't dripping down someone's face, and you're like,
there's all this extra serum, right?
Right. And no, I don't know anybody who really likes that. So anyway, there is a concept of dry masking, and what we at Maskād are doing is to be the leader in the dry masking market. As far as I know, there could be one out there, but that's there's really not there's really nothing like this. So let me do this. I'm going to show you that there are 2 masks. This is a Maskād Professional Post-Procedure Mask that is used in the doctor's office, right? And your face is hot, it's on fire, crazy, right? This is Maskād at home. I don't know, you had something and you're just not 100% comfortable yet. Maybe you need to put on a little hyaluronic acid and another mask the next day. Or maybe you have a serum that's like completely appropriate. And P.S., I love serums. So I'm coming out with my own serums too, but I use everybody's stuff. So I really, like, I mean, I love my products, and obviously I want to do well with my products, but big fan of Hush and Hail. Big fan of, I mean, so many. I can't even count all the serums I have. So if I'm at home, and maybe I never even had a procedure, maybe I roll with my own little microneedling, you know, device. And I have this really cool serum that's like for growth factors or whatever. And I just want to do it for the heck of it.
Can we talk about a sunburn, please? Can we talk about a sunburn? Like,
let's do it.
Full swing. Like that. This is like, keep these on hand. Tell your clients to keep these on hand because my son got a sunburn, and I'm so ashamed to admit it because I am an esthetician and he got a sunburn, and that's like against everything I stand for, but it happened. And I had
shame on you, mama.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
It was a
Jenny, I'm kidding.
moment, but it was a huge moment for Maskād because I put the Maskād, I did cut it for him. I mean, he's 8. He's got this tiny face.
Yeah.
So I put it on him, and within I mean, his lips were even like puffing up. Within 15 minutes, I have the slide on our Instagram feed.
Yeah.
The redness was down, the inflammation was down in 15 minutes, and he was like good to go. So
I was going to ask you, because I know the story. How did he perceive that? Was he like, "Oh, Mom, what are you doing? This is weird," or "That feels good," or what did he say, or if anything?
Well, so Jack, if anyone knows Jack, he's like my guinea pig, and he lets me try a lot.
I love it. Love it.
But I was like, Jack, we're going to do this. You're going to put this part on. And he was with his iPad. It's not like he was up running around. So I don't know how it would have, you know, he's 8. But he was laying there on the couch. We put it on, and I was like, okay, I'll be back in a few minutes. And then when I peeled it off, he's like, whoa. And I should have gotten that part on video because that instant reaction is exactly what it's supposed to be. It's like, peel it off, and it's like, oh my gosh, that feels amazing.
It does feel amazing.
Again, like there was no like heavy serums underneath. I put a really calming serum. So nothing was dripping. He wasn't complaining about that. So, you know, an 8-year-old is like your best fussy client, right? The best way to test things out. So he loved it. So retail is great for something. Yeah. But
I agree. I mean, I bring them with me when I go on vacation. You may notice I have a little bit of a tan skin because I went away and I was really not that great with my sunscreen, and I did get a little burn. So,
but you had this, right?
But I have this.
You're back
so
to
what the
repair.
heck? No, I'm just kidding. Well, let me show you this, guys. So, I want everyone to see like this is what's so different. Why would I even? Estes, why would you want to use this mask? Consumers, why would you want this mask, right? So most masks that you know are wet, messy, moon-shaped one-piece masks that have ingredients like in and around them. And I don't want to say that I don't think they're effective, because I think there's always great skincare and there's always a need for things. I just personally want my mask to do a little more for me. So as an esthetician, let me play esthetician for a minute. I want my customer who just spent, God knows, $300, $400, $500, thousands of dollars on something. I want them to walk out the door and say, hey, that wasn't so bad. That was a good experience. And I feel okay. So I'm more likely to come back and get that same treatment again.
Exactly.
So here we go. We have the bottom piece. All right. And we have a top piece. And they are both, let me see if I can, I'm going to see if I could do this. I'm actually pretty good at doing this. So
You can probably do it blind by now.
I can do it blind, and I'm blind without my glasses. So here we go. So I'm gonna put it on the bottom. I like the bottom on first. It just makes sense to me. Mm-hmm. And I'm peeling off the top of it. I could put a little serum on. You know what I'm gonna do? Hopefully it's open. Otherwise, oh yay! No, it's not open. So I'm gonna use the Maskād hydrating serum. And why I really love it is, you know, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. What I know is that a lot of hyaluronic acid serums have ingredients in them which are not, you know, truly ideal for post-procedure care. So this is Maskād. It comes in 2 sizes, 1 ounce and 4 ounce. This could be back bar. This could be for sale, or they both could be for sale. It doesn't matter. But it's it has 3 ingredients, right? And it has highly purified water, sodium hyaluronate, and benzyl alcohol. And the reason why I chose benzyl alcohol as the preservative is because one of my doctors told me it was the best one out there, because it really it acts as like an anti-inflammatory. So it's as well as, you know, preventing bacteria and things like that. So really into it. 3 ingredients. Just, you know, make life simple, right? Okay, so I did put it on, and you didn't see that, but I apologize.
Do you apply it to the actual?
I dropped it on the mask. I don't know if you could see.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I dropped it onto the mask, and you could do that in your chair. So, or when you have a patient in the chair, put on whatever it is that you use. I mean, obviously, you should check out our stuff, but you know, like, you already probably have some great serums. So this is the driver, right? This is the technology, right? So I'm going to put it on my face.
And you guys, like I mentioned before, if you pop to our Instagram stories today, it's all dedicated to Maskād. So I'll be putting up a video showing the provider putting the serums directly on the masks. You guys can kind of watch this from a different perspective of really great filming that Maskād created.
Thank you, Jenny. We really appreciate that.
And look, it's not slipping. You guys see that?
No,
I mean,
it's not slipping. I'm going to do the same thing for the top. And it'd probably be better to have my hair pulled back, but that's okay. Jenny, you laugh. Usually I do this with my 20 times mirror. Who knows, maybe more than 20 times. So I can actually see.
Those scare me. Are you kidding? No, you're doing it perfectly. I'm telling you, you could do it blindfolded.
I think I can. P.S. Like, really, you should never use a 20 times mirror.
No!
It's like the worst thing you could possibly do.
Horrible idea.
It's so ugly.
Look at this.
What is that? Is that like a zit, or, you know? Is that...
Oh, it's a bad idea for everyone.
Okay, so guys, it's on my face. You could see it's covering on the sides. Mm-hmm. It's covering in the front. You know.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, effect, you guys, there's like this tiny little space right here, but I am telling you that cooling effect takes over your entire face. So yes, there's a gap right there. You feel it everywhere. You feel it everywhere.
You know, it's so funny, Jenny, because I'm coming out with a consumer mask. I don't want to get into it, but one of the things that I tweeted. That's good. I tweaked was exactly that. I'm coming out a smidge here, you know, just to cover this side. You know, it's hard because everyone has a different size face, right? So it's kind of hard to know what's what. So you want to make sure it's not overwhelmingly big. Exactly. And I also want it to, honestly, people ask me, like, why do I care? But I want it to look good on camera. And the reason why is because we're a visual world. I mean, everyone on TikTok, Instagram, what are they doing? Are they caring about? Yeah, they do. If it looks
and I'm telling you, the woman that's getting this done, or the esthetician that's providing this, wants the images. And Estes, if you're listening here, this is a prime moment to capture this on your client as they're leaving. Like, I can't think of anything that would sell better on your social media is to showcase your client leaving in a product. Yeah. And it just opens the door for conversation.
It's so true. And, you know, we have so many great marketing assets for our customers out there. So, hey, you love a photo? ask for it. You want
Yep.
you want the logos, you want anything that we have, our before and afters, it's yours. So you can reach me at hello@maskade. No, that's wrong. hello@wethrive.com.
We Thrive.
So
Okay,
basically,
so We
I'm
Thrive
going
is
to
your
pretend like this was on for 5 minutes and see how Jenny, I'm doing this. I'm like keeping it kind of down as I'm pulling the liner off. Maybe it's unnecessary. However, I'm a little weird, and I think that this is
you're
the right...
also sitting up, which
and this is the right way to do it. Oh no, it'll stay on. I'm
it's,
not even worried about that. So
it's not budging.
okay, and then I'm going to take this off. And again, it's a little bit difficult when you can't see, but guess what? I know this mask like the back of my hand. Okay, and I always do this because I think it's like the right way.
Yep. And Erica, thank you for dropping the email address in the comments. And once this video posts, if you're going to be watching this on the replay, we'll be sure to include that in the caption so that you guys can get in touch, because you won't be able to see the comments right now.
Yeah, I think we should do a little giveaway. I think we should do a little discount code for your viewers. What do you think?
You guys are more than welcome to do whatever you would like.
Yeah. What's the best way to do it? Can we put it out afterwards? Because I didn't set it up, but I just thought it was a really good idea.
Yeah, you absolutely can. We will drop that in the comments after the recording gets pushed to our feed, so everyone can watch it. I'm also going to share this into our stories, so it will live on forever. So you need to put an expiration on whatever you guys have to offer. But you guys, I want to point out just a couple of things. So we actually put the Maskād in our tech toolbox. So historically, this has been an area for devices and technology and all of that for SDs to know where to go to get what's new. And when we found Maskād, we were like, you're going in the tech toolbox. So there's direct links in our tech toolbox to get right to the Maskād site. Obviously, you can click over right to their Instagram to get in touch. We will put the email address in the caption. Check out our stories today for all kinds of behind the scenes information and videos. So those will be up shortly. And you guys can obviously take advantage of the discount that Maskād is going to be offering for our pros today.
Hey, Erica, I know you can't hear me, but let's set up a 20% discount on orders for offices.
That's fantastic. 20% off wholesale, you guys. That's just that's amazing. Yeah. So we'll be sure to get that out. Send me the details to let us know if they need a code, but we'll get everything up, you guys. So pop over to our Instagram stories in just a little bit to find the details. But
can I show you? I don't know if we're running out of time. Are we?
We've got like 2 minutes. Okay,
look, I wanted everyone to know that we really think about, we cherished our estheticians for a lot of reasons, but we want to make sure that you're equipped with what you need in your practice. So we have, this is just basically a sell sheet. It talks about both products, all products. This is the protocol, not only for in office, but for at home. So you can give that to your,
great
customers and your estheticians. We also have, great brochures. So when they're sitting in the waiting room, they can ask about it. And then we have a Maskād acrylic stand with brochures. And this is our newest little addition. This is our Maskād baby roller. There's a lot of rollers out there, guys. You don't have to buy ours, but ours, I like it. I like it's ergonomically designed and it flows with everything that we're doing. They last about 1 month. You have to clean, you have to clean them. So that's really important. But yeah, this is it, guys. Maskād is a 2-step approach to post-treatment care. And it's also, like you're at home and you just want to drive ingredients. You need more hydration. You need more C. You need more something. Use your roller. Put on the, the serum of your choice, and then put on the mask. 20 minutes later, you're going to feel like a new woman, or man, for that matter. That's for Barry, in case I don't want him to that.
Barry feels like a new man all the time with all the stuff that he gets done.
Yep. So I'm going to take this off so you guys
chatting. It hasn't slipped. It hasn't moved. I mean, your client can definitely drive home in this.
Oh yeah, I should have done my face. That's what I do, like the face bob, so you can see. But I mean, you can even just see, you know, like after having that on with some hydrating serum, I don't have any makeup on really today. I have a little bit just because I didn't want to look horrible on here, but you know, some concealer and whatnot. But you can see my skin is like very well hydrated, and you know, it's something I'm incredibly proud of, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the people that helped along the way. We're grateful for lip gloss and aftershave, for my husband, you know, for Erica. Oh my God, if you could see what that woman does to help me, I could never do it without her. We're grateful for Creative Click, who does all the beautiful, you know, packaging and collateral, and everyone else who helps us out. So we're just super stoked to be, you know, here with you today, and hope that you have a fabulous rest of your day and weekend. And I literally cannot wait until IECSC. Yay! We're booth 468.
468. So we have to jot that down because I will put that info, and of course we will see you there all 3 days. But you guys, I also, and in the Instagram story, I also point out we did a special edition webisode with Maskād, so you can also tune into that. It's on the app, and Erica goes through more technical and more information on the mask there as well. So I'll put that link. So there's just a wealth of information that is available for you guys. Yeah. So stay tuned to the stories. We will see you in Vegas, Amy, and thank you guys for tuning in today with us.
Yeah, thank you so much, and have a great day.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.